His wife actually wanted to sell the house and move to Paris to live the life they wanted. His wife told him she had already found a good job, and all he needed to do was pick up his paintbrush again and complete the dream he had left unfinished 7 years ago. This time, it would be his turn to support the family. Although Frank was somewhat moved after listening, he was no longer young after all. These things seemed too unrealistic to him now.
This is what's unrealistic. It's unrealistic for a man with a fine mind to go on working year after year at a job he can't stand. Coming home to a place he can't stand, to a wife who's equally unable to stand the same things. Do you want to know the worst part? Our whole existence here is based on this great premise that we're special and superior to the whole thing.
His wife's words made Frank fall into deep thought. Theoretically, these words were indeed right, but he just couldn't bring himself to gamble with his family's future. But suddenly, April's words touched his heart.
It's what you are that's being stifled. It's what you are that's being denied and denied in this kind of life.
And what's that?
Don't you know? You're the most beautiful and wonderful thing in the world. You're a man.
Nothing was more uplifting than affirmation from the one you love. April's words made the long dejected Frank rally again. Perhaps it was time to break free from life's stalemate and embrace new possibilities. So the next day at work, Frank seemed like a completely different person. He whistled, walked with a spring in his step, and even when faced with teasing from colleagues and his boss, he didn't care at all because his heart was already lost in Paris. His wife successfully got her visa, and soon they would be living their dream life. The entire house swept away its previous gloom, and coming home from work became Frank's most anticipated moment. The moment he walked into the yard, April would drop everything and rush to embrace and kiss her beloved. Now, nothing could be more important than this home, and the forgotten tenderness quietly sprouted again in their memories. However, the two gradually became blinded by their Parisian fantasy. When Frank told people around him about the plan, he didn't receive a single blessing. His colleagues all thought it was rather rash, and even the advice from his old friend was ruthlessly dismissed by Frank. Frank was completely immersed in his Parisian fantasy. Such a perfect plan, he felt. Surely someone would understand. So the next day, the couple shared this good news with their best neighbors. Amid bewilderment and shock, the neighbors chose restraint with dignity. But when they heard about using April's income to support the family, the male neighbor spoke out of turn.
So what's the deal, Frank? You got a job over there or what?
No, not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
Frank won't be getting any kind of a job. Because I will.
So what are you gonna do, Frank?
Well, I'm gonna study and I'm gonna read. Well, I suppose I'm gonna finally figure out what I want to do with my life, Shep.
While she supports you.
The reason the male neighbor blurted out inappropriate words was because he had been admiring April for all these years.